This is a really great question. How important would you say it is investing back into the business?
G'day Fiona, thanks for the tag. I want to give my 2 cents on this. So if you haven't watched Fiona's video, there was a question about reinvesting back into the business. Should you do it? Shouldn't you do it? What are your philosophies around this? Now, as a financial advisor of over 16 years and having helped my clients build over $3 billion in combined wealth and having built an 8-figure business of my own and doing so through acquisitions and both acquiring and selling businesses, I understand what it means to reinvest back into your business the right way, and also when you should be taking chips off the table to diversify. So I'm going to talk you through my philosophy. This is just general advice. Make sure that you seek professional advice before you take any action. Now, first and foremost, your business is a vehicle for lifestyle and wealth creation outside of the business. You got into business because you wanted to create freedom and flexibility. And it is your duty as a business owner to prove that the system that you have created with your business has the ability to create that freedom and flexibility. And if you do this, you should be ultimately rewarded above and beyond the risk that you take as being a business owner and the experience and contribution that you make to your business if you were to go and get a job elsewhere, right? So let's say, for argument's sake, based on your skills, your expertise, that if you went and got a job on the open market, you would be worth $100,000. You need to prove that your business can pay you $100,000 as a salary and has the ability to remunerate you for being the business owner, for the risk that you take for having the business in the first place, because it is far more risky having a business than it is being an employee. So you should be building an economic system in your business to get to the point to prove that, okay? Now, the second aspect of this is that you then need to have an investment strategy that considers the 3 primary mechanisms in which wealth is created: business, property, and shares. So firstly, business. Business is a phenomenal way to build wealth, but you must understand the economic drivers in which make a business valuable. Most businesses are valued at a multiple of profit. So let's say, for argument's sake, a typical business is valued at 3 times profit. If your current profit is $100,000, your business arbitrarily, in this example, is worth $300,000. So thereby, reinvesting back into your business must be done in a calculated and measured way in order to maximize profitability, to in turn maximize the value and prepare for a future liquidity event. Because if you can maximize the profitability, it means you can pay yourself more. And if you can maximize the value and prepare for a liquidity event, then you can then work towards a future exit, which can help you build and manufacture more wealth. If you don't have a proven mechanism that allows you to create value as a result of your reinvestment is actually just an excuse for covering the cash flow shortfalls that your business cannot cover on its own. And I see this happen more often than not in small business land. Next, property. Get profits out of your business and go and build wealth in property, because ultimately we have rent. That rent goes towards servicing the debt and hopefully getting to a point we can produce some passive income or at least cover its own expenses. And capital growth, where we're appreciating our asset value over time. And shares, where you're investing in somebody else's company, a big company that's listed on the stock market, and thereby, as a result of the profitability of that business and the appreciation of the share price in value, that we can create wealth. Now, the idea of having an investment strategy is about considering those 3 types of growth investments and having an expectation of the return that each of those must produce as a risk premium, a reward for the contribution into that particular investment. So, for example, if property returns 8%, if shares return 8%, then your business, given that it is more risky than property or shares, must produce a risk premium significantly above 8% in order to compensate you for the increased level of risk. So for me personally, when I invest in property, I invest in shares, but I build wealth through my business. And if I am going to reinvest back into my business, or I am going to acquire another business, that it must produce me a 30% year-on-year return. And if it does not, then I don't do it. And I have a methodology for selecting and allocating that capital to those investments. Otherwise, if it can't produce that return, I invest it in property or shares, or I hold that money until I can find a business opportunity that can produce that return. Now, the importance here is that I have a proven system for capital allocation. I am not making blind leaps of faith. And this is the importance of being a great business owner and taking ownership for the returns that your business produces. Once again, our business is a vehicle to produce lifestyle and financial freedom. We need to prove that it has the ability to do so. And then once we've proven it, we must create an investment operating system with rules and systems to follow that produce a risk-adjusted rate of return. These are things that you're not taught at school, and these are things that you need to learn if you're going to become a successful capital allocator, an entrepreneur that actually goes on to create true financial freedom. So I hope this helps you. Thanks for tagging me, Fiona, and I wish you guys all the best.